careful because of why?
Because what you're doing.
What am I doing? Oh, you mean turning them in to Judge Gregory Gilbert?
Whatever.
Workers' compensation.
Whatever.
The son of a bitch has to be prosecuted. He's a criminal.
You're not part of the FBI, so you don't go.
He's a criminal.
You're not the FBI.
He's defrauding all the homeowners. Don't you care?
But you're not a homeowner, so what do you care?
Are you that selfish? You don't care that he's defrauding all these homeowners, damaging their property?
So why aren't 100 people or whatever he said work for it? Why aren't they doing something about it?
You mean what? 100
all
people?
The people that were had a problem. I mean, there must be a lot of them. There must be a lot of them.
Yeah, there must be.
Okay,
Probably
so
small
what
claims.
happened?
Actually,
So
small claims lawsuits. That also made me think. Because they
I
filed small
don't
claims lawsuits. That means the various counties. But Judge Gilbert is going to audit him.
Yeah.
And he's going to have to provide all
maybe he will, maybe he won't. So
he will.
He
will. Because contempt, criminal, civil contempt. You never got paid. You never got paid. The criminal is operating.
I just want to be by myself.
Okay, fine. Okay, very good. That's very good. So that's what's going on. Ron is terrified. He's apparently getting that directly from Jason Briere and certain individuals. That is what is going on. That's why he is so terrified.
Yeah, well, you just be terrified too.
I should be terrified?
That's right.
Terrified about what? What's going to happen, Ron?
To you.
What?
Yeah. What could he do to you?
I don't know. You're insinuating that he's going to have me assaulted, stabbed,
you don't know what he could do,
killed.
You don't know.
Just like when I was run over when I filed the complaint with the Judge Norman Siegel and to Assistant Attorney General Patricia Bordenero. And then I'm run over within an hour.
Okay.
So you know what? That's why I'm going to the police. That's why I'm playing the recordings for the Attorney General. And you can explain why you're saying all this kind of stuff. You apparently are so terrified.
A little wet out, that's all.
What, Ron? You're talking about the criminal next door who stole your 40-foot ladder, who you filed a complaint against?
If I wanted it, I could get it, but I don't. I really can't handle that.
So are you lying? Oh, now you're... Oh, and then why did you file a complaint with the Attorney General's office?
At the time, maybe that was the right thing to do.
Because he damaged your roof, he damaged your gutter, he damaged your chimney, you had water running down the chimney. It's all in your affidavit. Okay? And theft of your ladder.
Okay.
If you didn't care...
That's good. Right
and you put on there all these calls you made to him, including on July 11th, 2016. He's a criminal. That son of a bitch needs to go to prison and apparently being protected by the Syracuse police, certain individuals, and District Attorney William Fitzpatrick and Edward Thompson, which the Attorney General Letitia James needs to be made aware of. And apparently the LEIMO office, the Law Enforcement Misconduct Investigation Office, will have to investigate their own Syracuse Regional Office and the Utica Regional Office because it's full of his criminals under William Fitzpatrick and under Edward Thompson, who is directly connected with William Fitzpatrick in his criminal acts, malfeasance. That's what's going on. Okay. The time is... Let me check the time. Time appears to be 11:49 a.m. And I'm stopping here, but I am publishing this, and I am going to police departments and the Attorney General's office, and I'm playing these recordings, including over the telephone. I'm going to make certain there's significant exposure because he apparently so terrified that he would say this out loud, and even as he should know, I am recording him, and I did record him his first recording regarding warning me that I should be afraid of Jason Briere for turning him in to reporting him to Judge Gregory Gilbert to reopen the case because he's continued operating in civil and criminal contempt, and he is committing crimes, defrauding homeowners, and laundering money through Jonathan Welton, Whelton, his associate, that is cited in complaints, including Frank F., I think. The complaint, the affidavit with the text messages, and as well as the other complainants that state that he directed that they write the checks out to Jonathan Welton. And he's clearly laundering the money, so he doesn't report it to the IRS. But more importantly, well, equally important, is because he's not to be operating a home improvement contracting business. And that is the seriousness. Of equal importance is the fact that District Attorney William Fitzpatrick and Edward Thompson, Assistant Attorney in charge of the Syracuse Regional Office, have not criminally prosecuted him. And there is a total of approximately $112,000 total that he has defrauded homeowners, and the fines issued for civil and criminal contempt by the Honorable Judge Hghly Gilbert, 2014, and then subsequently, which the case was reopened because of Ron's complaint to the Attorney Generals in 2016, and there was another complaint, and they were both sent to, enclosed with a letter from Assistant Attorney General Judith Malkin, sent to Jason Briere to one of his 22 false, bogus addresses, stating that enclosed are two complaints, and she underlined he is not to operate a contracting business. He's been banned since 2014. He never filed a $25,000 performance bond and has continued operating as demonstrated by these two complaints, and demanded that he provide a response to this letter, to the complaints, and warning him that the AG office can follow up with criminal prosecution. That never happened, but it did the civil follow-up, which is unconscionable, being the extent of criminality of this individual, and of equal importance is the civil and criminal contempt of a judge's order, Judge Hghly Gilbert, and then 3 consent order judgments of which he stipulated and signed, which he violated with impunity. Okay, and my name is Desiree Yagan.
You set him off? What are you? Oh, maybe?
You're saying Jason Briere would do what?
Could be violent?
And you're saying what? That he would do what?
Just think about what if he's violent. You know what violence is? You don't know what it is?
Why would he be violent?
Think about it.
I'm asking you, since you're so smart. You're so smart. You said he could be violent.
Right.
Because of why?
Because of anything that you may do.
You mean like publishing on my YouTube channel?
Anything.
Like publishing his video of assault?
Anything.
Isn't that why you're so afraid?
No, you shouldn't be afraid.
I should be afraid of Jason Briere.
That's right. Yeah.
And you base it on what?
Base it on anything that triggers something of a response from what you're doing.
From what I'm doing, like publishing on YouTube channel,
right.
Such as going to the internal affairs of the state of the Syracuse Police,
right.
Such as going to the Attorney General's
right.
Law Enforcement Misconduct Investigation Office against Jason Briere, Syracuse Police Chief Cecil.
That's what you want, a response?
Response?
Yes. Yeah. You think about it.
Well, you've been taped, and I'm putting that
you're
up.
taped too.
See there? You're going up.
Yeah, because, what you're doing is not what you're supposed to be doing.
You're on tape, and I'm putting it up.
Right. Right.
You're terrified of him. That's why.
You should be terrified because he could do something violent against you because you're posting, you're doing all kind of stuff. You should be violent.
I should be what?
You should not, you should be scared of them. Not violent.
So now you're on, I'm publishing this.
What you really want to do?
I'm publishing this.
Is that what you really want to do?
I want that
Yeah.
criminal, that son of a bitch criminal who's defrauded and all these homeowners and then assaulted me over 3 times.
Okay.
So that's what I want. That's what I'm gonna do.
I want to know what he assaulted you with and why aren't
you gotta see the video. It's right here, Ron.
Yes, the assault.
The video.
You didn't make a report to the police about
I called 911. Okay, and guess what? No response. Just with Cecil. Chief Cecil, no response. Call 911. You're a witness. You were here calling 911 over and over.
Yeah, I don't know.
And they never came. And they never came also. Yeah. Okay. Just like on July 4th, 2023. No police response. Not when I call. That's what happens. That's William Fitzpatrick, District Attorney William Fitzpatrick, and unfortunately, Chief Buckner left, and Deputy Chief Cecil was elevated after 20 years waiting for his time by Mayor Ben Walsh. And he should not have been because...
just go away,
So, I'm publishing this on my YouTube channel. As well as, by the way, Verizon guy who changed out the cord, and that's supposed to fix the phone in the basement. He said something very strange about Jason Briere.
You set him off. What do you? Oh, maybe.
You're saying Jason Briere would do what?
Could be violent.
And you're saying what? That he would do what?
Just think about if he's violent. You know what violence is? You don't know what it is?
Why would he be violent?
Think about it.
I'm asking you, since you're so smart.
You're so smart.
You said he could be violent.
Right.
Because of why?
Because of anything that you may do.
You mean like publishing on my YouTube channel?
Anything.
Like publishing his video of assault?
Anything.
Isn't that why you're so afraid?
No, you should be afraid.
I should be afraid of Jason Briere.
That's right. Yeah.
And you base it on what?
Base it on anything that triggers something of a response from what you're doing.
From what I'm doing, like publishing on YouTube channel, such as going to the internal affairs of the state of the Syracuse Police, such as going to the Attorney General's Law Enforcement Misconduct Investigation Office against Jason Briere, Syracuse Police Chief Cecil.
That's what you want, a response?
Response.
Yes. Yeah. You think about it.